Brendan Eich, who ran Mozilla, maker of the popular Firefox web browser, stepped down after the uproar over a $1,000 donation he gave in 2008 to a group supporting an anti-gay marriage campaign. So we saw Andrew Sullivan, influential blogger, one of the earliest advocates of gay marriage, came out strongly against all this, calling it McCarthyism. Andrew writing, will he now be forced to walk through the streets in shame? Why not stocks? If this is the gay rights movement today, then count me out. Interesting to me there, Speaker Gingrich's Andrew Sullivan sounded a little bit like you on this.
Yeah, I thought that his entire article, in fact, was very strong. But people ought to recognize, if you're a young faculty member, in a lot of places, if you're a young member of a news department, and you have the wrong views, meaning conservative, you have no career. This is just the most open, blatant example of the new fascism, which says, if you don't agree with us 100%, we have the right to punish you,
but
unless you're like Hillary and like Barack Obama, and you recant. So they both had the same view in 2008 as he did.
But there's a difference between actively campaining to define marriage as being between one man and one woman and not being a supporter of marriage equality. So you should lose your job. You should lose your job if you have a different view. No, I'm simply saying that there's a distinction between where President Obama and Hillary Clinton are on this issue.
They weren't financing that referendum, to be clear. But where would you draw the line? I mean, what if his came out against interracial marriage? Would that be...
I think the question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to live in an open, tolerant society, or do you have to impose your views at the cost of people's jobs? Do you have to, for example, drive the Catholics out of having an adoption service in Massachusetts because they actually insist on giving only to heterosexual couples?
But you forget that today some people can still be fired because they're gay on the job. And that's why it's important that we have fair standards. He stepped aside.
And now they can be fired. No, he was
aside.
pressured by a public campaign. This was not voluntary. This was overt pressure.
But I do agree with Andrew Sullivan that we have to, be very careful that we're not practicing a new McCarthyism.
All right. On that note, we are unfortunately out of time.